Hello and welcome back to the third episode of the Ultimate Ironman. So we're going to start off, we're in a bit of a non-skilling mood. We're going to go and do some quests. We're going to start with Rune Mysteries, do Enter the Abyss, and the new Rune Crafting mini quest, Temple of the Eye I think it's called. So we'll start on them and eventually end up making our way to Wintertodt this episode, should all go well. What are the chances that for the first time ever being on a lower counter there's going to be someone here to PK me that's not one of these skeletons? Very little, but I'm always very, very scared that there is going to be someone just sat there with that mage ready and waiting. Every single time. And every single time, there's never anybody there. Just like now. Smashed it. So there's Enter the Abyss mini quest done. Starts us off with a nice little 9 rune crafting. However, for the Temple of the Eye, you do need 10 rune crafting to start, so we mined a little bit of pure essence by hand, and then went and made some actual runes, and then started the Temple of the Eye quest. I do kind of like how much hand holding this new quest does have. It literally just teleports you to everywhere you need to go instead of actually having to walk there. You can tell it's more of an intro to the mini game than a quest itself. But we took a little shortcut going through the water altar inside of the abyss just to get back to the part of the quest that we need to be up to, completely forgetting that the fire altar is about 10 tiles away. But we finished it nice and easy. So good for early rune crafting levels. 5k XP for a 5-10 minute quest, if that. We threw a couple of games just while we had the pouches in the inventory. Might as well, because we were just going to destroy them after this. And the mini game itself does give some nice XP. It gives like 80 crafting XP for making just one of these little things. Next up, we started and finished the Restless Ghost quest. Nice little early account quest to get done. Gets you a nice juicy amount of prayer XP to start off with. I think we got about level 10 here. After this, you will see us rapid firing through quests, but we started and then finished Misthalin Mystery, started Vampire Slayer, and then walked our way over to Port Sarim just to grab a few supplies like a sardine for Gertrude's cat, and then walked our way over to the shop here to get a red berry for the red berry pie for Thurgo in the Knight's Sword. Mined the few bits and pieces we needed for Doric's quest, walked up to Falador and started the Knight's Sword. Made our way up and finished Doric's quest, and then walked all the way over to Gertrude near Ferrox to start that quest. Finished the quest and got ourselves a little cat. Now the downside here is the amount of stuff we'll be doing, we can't actually keep the kitten on us. So like the monster that we are, we like to release our animals back into the wild, so unfortunately we shooed away this poor little kitten. Horrible human beings. So we had to shoo it away, and it makes a tiny little meow. Made our way to Draynor Manor and killed Count Draynor himself. Nice easy little safe spot for this if you didn't know. Just start the fight, run right over to here, just behind these stairs. Right click the tile in front, and when he stands there, walk on top. Hopefully he walks in there, if not just retry it, and then just attack him from next to the skeleton. Nice and easy, no issues. Got us all the way up to 21 attack, which is the first of the attack quests. While we're here, we did Ernest the Chicken. Again, this is the stupidest puzzle ever, but we got it finished nice and easy. He's a bird. He's a frickin' bird. And now he's not. Quest complete. Fun little fact about this clip here. I had a hardcore once, and I was grabbing this snake grass for Plague City. Never disconnected in my life. And right here, right on this tick, I disconnected. And that's how I lost one of my other hardcores. Died picking up snake grass. Came over and started Sheep Herder, one of the more horrible quests in the game. These sheep just tend to have a mind of their own. Picked up a cheeky implant and got an easy clue, which we'll do in a bit. Here is a prime example. I'd got this one all the way over to the gate, and he just decides to go back to where he's at. He's had enough of me putting him around, and he just decides, no, I'm going back. There's nothing you can do about it. So we got him trapped in this little bush, and we had a bit of a standoff. I wasn't going to move, because I'd already spent 5 minutes at this point. Not moving. You're not going to catch me moving. But anyway, yeah, I did give in and I did move, so he just pissed off back to where he came from. But yeah, we eventually got this one in. This is the first one, by the way, and we're already about 15 minutes in. And yeah, they just decide to do what they want no matter what way you're putting them. So for these ones, we are not going to release them back to the wild. I've never been so happy to cruelly poison a load of sheep and then burn their bones, because these definitely deserved it. Must have taken about half an hour to finish off this quest. It's a horrible quest. Every single time I've ever done it, I've never had a good time doing this quest. Oh, it's done. It's easy. We don't have to do it again. On this account. So we did one step of our easy clear and then came over to start Haziel Cult. And finished it real nice and easy. Cheeky little bit of thieving XP. And then we went and finished Monk's Friend. Another quick and easy quest. Anyway, after getting a bit carried away there, we came and finished our easy clue, and it might look bad at first, but it's actually double of our cashed out right now, which is pretty damn good, especially when we've got a couple of things we need to buy and a couple of things we need to level up. The king took us down into his dungeon, and we started the Grand Tree, and then straight away afterwards we started Dwarf Cannon and went and picked up a random body. Got a cheeky little maze random, which actually, coming out of it now, we did get some chaos runes, which is going to be so useful for doing waterfall, which is what we're doing now, as we did only have 88 mind runes, and that was never going to get us through the next few quests like Fight Arena, which was dead easy with our chaos runes. And here we had a really bad time trying to safe spot this guy. I've never really had a bad time doing it, but that mage level, I'm blaming the mage level, that's why we died. So we quickly scooted our way over there, got him stuck, finished the quest, nice and easy, Bob's your uncle. Came over to do the Gloriel's tomb part, definitely had not already died doing this, so just ignore the little pile of cakes and stuff that someone's nicely left on the floor for us. The timers of the attacking the NPCs around here is really strange. I don't know if they made a change recently, but there's times that I've been sat there that they shouldn't have been able to attack and just nothing was attacking and I couldn't attack anything. But we got our stuff back, finished Plague City, and then made our way over to Biohazard. We learned the ID teleport on the way, and this is where it all started. We minigame teleported up to the Ferrox enclave to grab our iron bars for the Knight Sword quest, and decided to take a little shortcut through the abyss again, to come out the air altar, to come out the south of Falador. And that's when we died in the abyss with our full coloured graceful. And UIM mechanics are a little bit different when it comes to death, so we had to race to get everything back with nothing to start with. So we came over to Draynor, we bought some wines, hopped worlds, bought some wines, carried on doing this. We met a UIM in Lumbridge who was dead nice, who reassured that we were going to get up there, we were going to get it together, he was going to come and help. So we made our way over, we had a grueling walk all the way over, got food, all the way up to Edgeville, and tried to get everything back, but it's not quite as simple as you would expect it to be. For those of you that do know, the base is multi-combat. It's absolutely chock full of NPCs. They range from being able to hit a max hit of 2 for the little ones. I think the medium ones hit about 7 as their max hit, and the big pyramid head ones, which is the same transmog as a new pet, they hit up to 11, I think. So we got a few bits and tried to go and get our stuff back. The guys you can see on the right of the screen is a friend of mine, Mark, and the UIM we met, who's got a pretty sick UIM, Panguli. So we all raced up to try and get it together to get into the abyss. But as you will see, there's multiple different places that you can actually spawn in the abyss. So we got in there, tried to spam eat food to try and get around. You'll see some of the little ones hitting 2s, a 7, a 2, literally in seconds. you just dealt with. So we changed up our tactics a little bit and decided that we would all try logging onto multiple accounts to try and, splash on all of the monsters to try and keep them occupied. So we grabbed the pickaxe and we made our way back up, completely forgetting that we needed any kind of food. Again, UIM mechanics, we have an hour to get the stuff back off your death pile. 1 hour to get everything, otherwise it's all gone. It's a complete wipe. So we pickpocketed some men, used the lever to get over to Ardy to go and thieve some cakes. Luckily didn't die again there, which would have sucked, but wouldn't have set us back all that much. On the plus side, that's an easy task, so we got that out of the way. So we stole some bread and some cakes and made our way minigame teleport to Ferrox Enclave and ran down from there. We met up again. There was a few accounts here, so I myself was on my main account, and yeah.
Don't stress yourself, mate. We've got ages.
This is where things started getting quite tight and quite close to the wire, because it had already been half an hour at this point. We were already halfway to losing our full graceful. So we got in, we spawned on the right side, which was good. You can see the accounts. Unfortunately, there are still a lot of NPCs not covered down here. We managed to grab one piece of our graceful and our cash stack and a couple of bits, but then instead of clicking the pile, I was spam clicking food to try and keep alive. Now I had no escape. I couldn't have tallied out, so best case scenario there would have been our death pile would have stayed for an extra hour, but no, we started the game, we came over, we hopped, we bought wines, we went over to the ship over in Remington, we took that to Ardy and decided, right, we need to tally out. What's our quickest way to get a tally out? And realised we were only 2 tasks, or 1 task should I say, away from finishing the Ardy Easy Diary. So with 20 minutes to go and get our stuff back, we tried to go in and finish off the last step, which is going to the training camp, but we hadn't finished Biohazard at this point. We'd got up to the step in Varrock, found out there is no cure, and this is where things really started to set in. We started to panic quite a lot. So we quickly ran over to Elena, hoping to God that she was going to let us finish the quest without any of the plague sample or anything. Luckily, she did, and we finished the quest, no issues here. Ran over to the king, finished it, and ran back over to the camp to go and pick up our last easy task for the diary. So things at this point, we maybe had 10 minutes before everything was completely wiped. So we quickly put this on whatever we could, clicked every skill because we were panicking and couldn't think, stuck it on rune crafting, and made our way back over to grab a pickaxe, again forgetting that we aren't going to need to get in through any of the things. We were literally just going to grab whatever was there and tally out. So we made our way up for one of the last attempts. We maybe had enough time for 1 attempt after this, maybe 2 at a real push. So yeah, it was really hitting home now that we were about to lose pretty much all of everything we had was about to be gone. So I'm just going to let this one play out so you can see how our last attempts went. I'll see you on the other side with whatever we get out with, if anything.
The only worry, realistically, is the south eastern corner. The south eastern corner. Fucking hell. No, 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 I can't stop it. Come on, you fuckers. Go, 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 go. Which you can, which you can, which you can. Right, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Nothing getting, nothing getting.
So as you can see, the only thing that we made it out with was our graceful HUD, which we did actually pick up in an earlier clip with our cash stack and a couple of Lorians, and that was all that was gone. We were literally a minute and a half too late, but I'm counting this as a win. We got one piece back, which is a lot more than we would have got on our own without the help of friends and people we met along the way. So massive shout out to Mark, thank you. A massive shout out to Panguli, the UIM that I met in Lumbridge, who told me to be careful when I was thieving from men as the man was killing me. So thank you, both of you. I wouldn't have got this one piece back without you. And with all that excitement out of the way, that's where we're going to end today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. We're not demotivated in the slightest. If anything, this has given us a newfound love for the game and the people in it. So we'll get everything back starting next episode. See you there.